when the Greeks came to Africa to study, particularly Socrates, he learned from the best. He learned from what I call the primus inter pares, the best among the equals. And they taught him about the concept of the word demon. And who is a demon? Give me a demon. When you study the etymology of the word demon, which is in Bolobo, it talks about what? Diamond. Give me diamond, a divine spark, a guardian angel, a divine spark inside of you that guides your existentialism, that guides you towards achieving your divine purpose. That demon in you will take you to that your compass. So what they say that Dr. Charles Masoludo is a necessary evil because he propelled the collective demon inside every one of us here. Without Chukwuma Masoludo, we won't be here. What I told my brother Master that directly and indirectly that the ancestors and the cosmos is using me. Oh, chess, so we came here today because the lunatic took over the asylum. Evidence, I am asking about the Nana. Charlatans hijacked for the Nana and began to preach the gospel of Mammon or Brondoka, the gospel of materialism. They're going to put it. And those philosophy contradicts what I call the central philosophy of the Igbo enterprise. Kind of who came here. Now, when those lunatics took over the asylum, I am asking about Ordinana. Ordinana was painted a bad image, first by the colonial government, secondly by the church, thirdly by even the so-called medias. We are here because of the awakening, because this awakening is a global phenomenon. When you travel to all corners of the world, every corner of Africa, you will see people preaching about going back to the root, going back to the root. And the question becomes, what root are we going back to? Are we going back to romanticize with the past? Are we going back to the primitive era? No. When we talk about going back to the root or to the Igbo consciousness, what I call the Igbo epistemology, we are talking about embracing the totality of the Igbo knowledge system. I stand here to be corrected. Ordinana is built on three foundational pillars: self-preservation, self-mastery, and self-actualization. The tripod of balance. Any pastor or any man of God or any one that preaches contrary to this three philosophy, what is self-preservation? Self-preservation tells you about knowing who you are, preserving your identity, preserving your culture. Where one of us will go about trauma. She said something very vital here about this Asusibu, because Asusibu better be ordinary. Now, if you want to dissect any culture, we have two aspects of every culture in the world. Number one is your spirituality. Number one is your language. And these two elements have been under attack for donkey years. So the essence of this seminar, the essence of this conference is to redefine the concept of ordinary. I made a very simple definition last year that ordinary is the ancestral worldview that embodies the natural law, the spiritual science, the moral code, and the cosmic order. It is that philosophy that governs life, culture, and relationship between man and the divine. So if you understand the nucleus of this definition, it can matter now any level beginning ordinary. Because ordinary predates every human on earth. Ordinary talks about the natural law. Every philosophy bows down to ordinary. Ordinary goes beyond the ego. Ego is just an integral aspect of ordinary. Ordinary is a big faculty. Ordinary is a big masquerade. We have different facets of ordinary. So when we talk about self-preservation is hidden in Ubuntu philosophy. Onaya na one year, you are because I am. For us to actualize this mission, we must collectively preserve the identity of the Igbo race. because that identity is on decline. We must come together. If I already preach, either on social media, now I pull down syndrome, now I call even in our distraction. The essence of ordinary is to preserve yourself. Because once you preserve yourself, you begin to master yourself. Once you master yourself, you will come to that root of what I call what? Actualization.